7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? This is Blee from Nerf Gun Attachments. Here today, we're going to be talking about this. And what this is the old school Nerf Longshot CS-6. The old bolt action sniper rifle type blaster from 2006. Now, when this thing first came out, it had the largest plunger tube of any blaster in existence. It was the first mag-fed blaster that Nerf had ever made. And this thing has gone down in history. People love this thing for the aesthetics, the ergonomics, the collapsible stock, the modability of this thing. It's an amazing blaster. And this is also the Midnight Blue series version of the Longshot, which was, up until very recently, my favorite version of the Longshot, but it was replaced by the Elite colored version. And speaking of the Nerf Elite Longshot, I got one sitting right over here on the table with a couple of mod kits, so let's go check that out right now. Come on. Come on. For this mod, I think I'm only gonna need this screwdriver. Gonna be installing this. The Orange Mod Works Unleashed Solid Stage 1 and Stage 2. Stage 1 comes in this little box. And then Stage 2 is this massive box right here. So what's inside there? Only time will tell. First, the Longshot. Pull it back. Remove this puny 6-round mag. You don't want to be primed when you're taking it apart. That's basically it. I'm actually going to pry the bolt off first so I can lay the blaster down flat while I unscrew it. What you want to do is just take a regular hammer, get that in there. There you have it. I popped the priming rod back off with no permanent damage. First, I'm going to start with the stock. Remove all the screws here. It has 6 screws here, so using my trusty screwdriver, I just pop each one of these off, and then you can just pull it apart. Just put that off to the side. Too many screws to count, so just make sure you take all of them out, including the ones hidden behind the bipod legs. We're getting there. This is how we do it. Let's just take out the internals and then we'll take a look at what we get with the Orange Mod Works kits. Always take this out, put it somewhere safe, because you never know when this thing is going to go flying. Alright, so let's take out all the parts we're not going to need, because the Orange Mod Works kits actually come with a lot of pieces. And unscrew the trigger. You pop this out and place it to the side. You won't need it, but you should save the screw. Next, we're going to prop out this screw right here. See if we can wiggle this out. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yep. Just tilt it out, and this thing will slide right out. Now this little thing right here, freaky little thing, it seems really annoying just floating around there. It's actually a lock, and we can go ahead and cut that right out right now. I just grabbed a pair of side cutters and just cut it right off. It's just annoying to deal with, for me anyway. Pop that right there. The other side for good measure, and as you see, it just flew off. And we can just put this whole thing to the side. Last, we can just take out the catch. Just take this out and put it to the side as well. You can just take the whole shell and place that to the side. Alright guys, now that we've familiarized ourselves with the Longshot itself and some of its internals, let's get a little familiar with the Orange ModWorks mod kits that we'll be installing. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be installing the Unleashed Solid Longshot Stage 1 and Stage 2 kits from Orange ModWorks. Alright, let's start with the Stage 1 kit because it's a little easier. The Stage 1 kit just comes with this beefy 8 kg spring, a new, tougher catch, and the plunger reinforcement cap. It also comes with double catch springs right here that are supposed to be stronger than the stock springs. It also comes with these two little cool Orange ModWorks stickers, one in gold and one in silver. Now in the Stage 2 kit, we get a lot more. We get this super heavy duty, all metal trigger assembly here. A totally new Bolt Sled that's once again arguably stronger and tougher than what we get with the stock Longshot. Plunger Rod, plunger head right here. Then you get your little goodie bag here with your white lithium grease, an O-ring, a new spring for the trigger, and even a new screw for the plunger rod. And the always necessary Orange ModWorks stickers. Pretty sweet. So now that we know what we have, we know what we don't need from the original Longshot pieces, what we can toss to the side. But first, let's read this little warning, shall we? Well, thank you, Orange ModWorks. That's very sound advice. So coming back just to this internal piece from the stock Longshot, let's unscrew these two screws. There we go. This is the original spring on the original plunger rod. You can see the plunger head up here with the stock O-ring, which looks ridiculously loose in there. That's so funny. Since I got a whole new plunger rod assembly, I can just toss this to the side, and I gotta tell you, it feels great. If you only bought the Stage 1 kit, you're probably gonna have to take this apart here, take this screw off, slide everything off, put the new spring on, put it back together like that. But since I got both kits, I'm just gonna toss this to the side right now. It feels great, like I said. But just a quick comparison. Look at the new spring and look at this old spring. That's hilarious. You have to knock out this little metal peg right here, which should be easy with a screwdriver and a hammer. So we're gonna do that right now. Once you got that some of the way out, you can just grab it and pull it out pretty easily. Yeah, there we go, no problem. Don't lose that piece because you're still gonna need it. Then this is in here like a Lego, you just push down on it and you can pull that out. Alright guys, this part is completely optional, but I'm gonna remove the air restrictor. I don't really see it too well in there. There's 3 little posts. I'm just gonna take my Dremel and drill out those posts, and the air restrictor should fall out of the plunger real quick. So that was a quick AR removal. I'm not even gonna worry about the rest of that, like the peg in there. We got a lot more airflow going through there now. You can see straight through it, and that's good enough for me. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. All right guys, I'm about done. I drilled out the air restrictor real quick. It fell out in a couple of pieces here. So the next step would be to install this into the new reinforced Bolt Sled from Orange ModWorks. So you just push that back right into place like it was on the old one. And then we've got to replace this pin that we pulled out of the old Bolt Sled assembly. So making sure it's all lined up in there, so you can see straight through it just like that. Just start to push in right here. Push it down like that. You can see it's totally flush there. That was super duper easy. Next, we get to build our new plunger rod here. So first, you want to slide this new spring retention plate, or whatever you want to call it, onto the new plunger rod. Slides on easy. Next, grab your beefy spring and slide it right on top. First, make sure you get the new screw they've provided out of the little goodie bag. Come down here, compress the spring. It's beefy, so it's going to be a little tough. Compress the spring down a good amount. Put the new plunger head on top. Make sure it fits into these little grooves or notches right there. Click it in. Put the screw in the top and just screw it in. This is quite difficult to do. It's almost as if they haven't threaded the hole whatsoever. And yeah, so that was the hardest Nerf related thing I've ever had to do, screwing this in. And I was worried I was gonna strip it, and it was crazy. So I was saying, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because with the pressure and the force and the struggle that it took to screw this in, I don't think it's coming back out, ever. So that's a pretty rock solid connection there. But all in all, I got it in without too much hassle, so it's not that big of a deal, but I have a feeling this will be the biggest negative of the kit. Alright, so thankfully, thanks to Orange Mod Works, I can toss this whole piece. And we're good to rock out with this. So this is the point where I'm gonna put the O-ring and lube this bad boy up and just shove her home. I'm just gonna ram her home, ram her right in the plunger tube. Like, so luckily, Orange Mod Works has included this fat O-ring here that should fit nice and tight around the plunger head. Let's do that now. Yeah, so that thing is tight. That thing is tight. They include white lithium grease now, so we're just gonna put that. Oh yeah. Woo. Yeet. Now we'll come and we'll replace these screws. Once you got that screwed in, then you're good to go. You're pretty much done with this. Alright, now back to the main body of the blaster. We can start reassembling pieces now. First, let's just put this mammoth back in. There we go. Popped right back on in there. There's a peg on the other side that I forgot to show you, but you want to make sure that peg goes down into the right side of the shell there, so it stays secure when you prime it. Pop the trigger right back in where we got it from. Just slides in there like nobody's business. Just pops right back in there. Alright, so you can just slide that in after it's already in. Just slide it in like that. That's the easy way to do it. Don't try to put the spring on first and then put the trigger in. Put the trigger in first, then put the spring on. Boom. Pro tips. Put that back there. This is the catch. Goes in right over here. Let's pop this bad boy in. The bipod is cool, but I just have a feeling I should take it out. You just pop out your bipod leg. I'll repeat the same process on the other side of the shell to remove the remaining bipod leg, and we'll see how this thing looks legless. Alright guys, let's just put this back together. Alright, we got everything back together, but now stock block. Could it be that simple? Oh yes, let's screw this thing in. Ghetto mods continue, but this time no one can tell because it's on the inside. Alright, last thing to do is to pop on the bolt. And we're done. Wait, just one more thing. What's that? I'll give you a hint. It goes with that. You can't tell what that is. This is the F10 555 pump action kit or shotgun grip for the Longshot. I've been waiting to get my hands on one of these for a long time, so let's just put this on real quick. There's no instructions here either, so let's hope I get this right.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, that's about it for the mod guide. I dropped in the 2 Orange ModWorks mod kits. That's stage 1 and stage 2 for the Longshot. They're all the same, so it doesn't matter if it says Zombie Strike or Elite Longshot, whichever one. They're all the same internally. So I dropped those 2 kits in, and I threw this excellent pump grip from F10 555 on here. Just Other internal modifications that I performed to this blaster were I removed the air restrictor. I just cut it out with my Dremel real quick, and I took out all the internal locks. We'll see how the blaster operates. I may put 1 or 2 locks back in, but for now I'm really happy with the blaster. Let's talk about the Orange Mod kits. The spring is really cool. It's a good power level where it's not too difficult to prime, but it's also pretty powerful. Way more powerful than you can get with a stock Longshot. So I believe it's an 8 kg spring. That's a stage 1 kit. It basically comes with the spring, the catch, spring, stuff like that. And stage 2 comes with more reinforced pieces. Comes with a metal trigger, which I just love. People have their opinions on whether the performance is more sluggish or the same or whatever, but I just lubed it up. I threw some grease on there, and it's very smooth. It's a very smooth trigger pull, and it looks awesome. I love the look of these metal triggers. That's one of my favorite things about these Orange Mod kits. You get a lot of nice touches like this. So Orange Mod says the pieces are reinforced, so I'm gonna take their word for it. We'll see, because I don't think it'll be an issue with an 8 kg spring, but once you get to 10 to 12 to 14, you're gonna definitely need to reinforce your Bolt Sled among some other pieces. But so far so good. I'm running into no problems, and I love this thing. Everything is smooth and functioning very well. As for the F10-555 pump grip kit, or shotgun grip, whatever you want to call it, it is so smooth, so comfortable. It was so easy to put on, even with no instructions, because no instructions came. I ordered it from China through a seller on eBay, the same seller that I got the 3D printed 7-round cylinder for the hammer shot. So I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. But this thing is super comfortable. I've been waiting to get my hands on this for a long time, and it does not disappoint, guys. This thing is amazing. I hear that Gavin Fuzzy came out with one finally, instead of just for the Retaliator, so I'll have to give that one a try. But for right now, this one is meeting and even exceeding my expectations. Other mods were, I did a stock block mod. I didn't have any PVC to throw in here, but I found some other cylinder tube type little bottles, and I chopped them up and I put them in here, and it's working perfectly. Overall, very happy with this blaster, very satisfied with the Orange Mod kits, and this shotgun grip is out of this world cool. To top it off, I threw in the always handy 18-round stick mag, the Elite pinpoint sight, and the Elite Spectre barrel. It just gives this thing such a perfect look. And I believe, for a little while anyway, this is going to be my new Nerf War primary, and I can't wait to get on the battlefield with this thing. This thing is amazing, guys. So that about does it for the video, guys. Make sure you leave a comment, tell me what you think. I know the Longshot is an older blaster, but I still see demand for more mod guides, more just reviews or videos or whatever on the Longshot. People are not getting tired of the Longshot, and neither am I, guys. So leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you would have done differently. I would go and do more drastic mods, but no integration, no paint. I love the way the Elite Longshot looks, and I want to keep it looking near as stock as possible. So with the yellow Longshot or the zombie one, I'll do some more crazy stuff with that. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you want to see more Longshot mods, let me know. But that's about it, guys. Leave a like on the video, man. Hit me with that thumbs up. It really helps the channel out, guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you can see some more mod guides, some reviews, unboxings, Nerf War footage every once in a while. Whatever you guys tell me you want to see, I'll probably throw it up on the channel. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.